On the Friday afternoon of the 18th of November 2022 in Westgate Mall, Western Cape, South Africa, two friends were casually walking about the shopping center, laughing and talking around endlessly. The other shoppers watched on as the two male friends passed an elderly woman, and one of the friends appeared to have said something upsetting to the elderly lady. The other apologized to her and turned to his friend, only for an argument to ensue between the two. The onlookers were shocked to see one of the friends collapse to the ground, bleeding, as the other took off running. This is the story of Zanton Basson. Zanton Basson, who was 17 years old at the time, was born in Western Cape on the 13th of September 2005 in the city of Cape Town. Not much is known about his childhood as we couldn't find much about him in the internet. Unfortunately, his story didn't get much media coverage it deserved to get. Zenson lived with his father in Morgan Village. He grew up in Mitchell's Plain, a community that was filled with gangster activity, with the streets a dangerous place to be, and he despised that greatly. Often voicing his worries to his loved ones, he had a vision of ending all the violence that was prevalent in his community. Zenton was described by his loved ones as a very friendly, very respectful, and warm young man with a big, generous heart, who undoubtedly had a promising, bright future. Zanton was a prominent grade 11 student of Rockland High School, just 1 year shy of graduating. He had recently managed to secure a spot on the Junior City Council and was earmarked as the next head boy, which he was very much excited about, making his friends and family very proud, unaware that the near future held a very devastating and heartbreaking secret that would soon reveal itself. The day started out like any other typical day, only for it to take a dramatic turn in the afternoon. Zenson was asked by a friend to accompany him to the bank at Westgate Mall, to which he agreed. When the friends arrived at the shopping center, they saw an elderly lady, and as they passed her by, Zenton's friend Carlo said something disrespectful and rude to the elder lady. Zanton grimaced at this and quickly apologized to the woman and turned to Carlo to correct him. Carlo, however, didn't like what Zanton told him. Apparently, he didn't like being told what to do, which led to an argument between the friends. Things got heated very fast, and before everyone knew it, Zanton collapsed to the floor, to which Carlo took off running. Zanton had been stabbed in the chest. A crowd soon gathered around Zanton, and an ambulance was called out. Zanton was rushed to Malamed Hospital, where he was stabilized, but soon succumbed to his injuries and died the next day. The police managed to capture the perpetrator of the murder and arrested Mikalo Grove, who was 22 years old at the time of the arrest. Carlo was a recovering drug addict, and it came to light that he and Zanton were not friends for long before the tragedy happened. Zanton's family and friends were heartbroken and couldn't believe it when the police broke the news that their pleasant Zanton was gone because he stood up for an elderly woman. They were devastated and were reeling in shock. Zanton's grandmother, Oma Linus, after the arrest of Carlo, visited the Grove family, who were also heartbroken and couldn't believe what Carlo did. She said, "I talked with his father, who said they could not believe it, but that he must accept the penalty he deserved." On the 20th of November 2022, parents, teachers, and fellow learners were gathered at the Rockland High School to pay tribute to Zanton. Teary-eyed, everyone were hugging each other, trying to comfort one another, trying to come to terms with the horrible reality. Rockland High School's principal, Benson, also paid tribute to Zanton. Basson was a true Rockland High School boy. Of his endearing qualities was his gentle disposition, always affable when engaging others, a magnanimous heart. He greeted every teacher he walked past, and always had a smile on his face. In my understanding, he brought liveliness to class conversations, and his positivity and warm presence had a remarkable effect on all who came into contact with him. He truly embodied the Rockland High School spirit of passion. Carlo Grove was charged with Zanton's murder and was taken to Baltimore prison, waiting to appear in court for his bail hearing on the 13th of December 2022. Since Zanton's death, Minette, Zanton's mom, said their house had been filled with friends wishing to support the grieving family. Meanwhile, students laid flowers on Zanton's vacant desk at school. Zanton's mom continued to say, he was a high achiever and he joined the junior city council in order to voice his worries about gangsterism in his town. He really was a determined young man. We're devastated but have trust in the will of God. The family then decided to lay him to rest in his school uniform because he loved school. On the 13th of December, the case was again postponed, and in March of 2023, Carlo Grove was granted a 5,000 rands bail with the following conditions. Carlo was not to make contact with Zanton's family or any of the witnesses. He was also prohibited from entering Mitchell's Plain. Carlo would, however, violate his bail conditions when he went to Mitchell's Plain. He was arrested after he was reported to the police by his mother. The prosecutor asked for his bail to be revoked, but the magistrate decided otherwise due to negligent police work. The matter would be postponed again due to pending evidence before it could be transferred to the regional court. The court heard that photographs as well as the outstanding blood and alcohol reports still need to be submitted. The case was postponed again until August 4, 2023 for further investigation. The Benson family said they felt frustrated and were not happy with the delays. They wanted justice for Zanton. Months later, Zanton was honored at various tributes organized within his community for his brave spirit and his commitment to envisioning and realizing a changed community. Zanton Basson's life was abruptly taken away from him, leaving a void in the hearts of those who loved him that will have to be filled with his precious memory. May he rest peacefully.